Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to DHA Education System. Today we are going to start our lesson number 5 for C2 History. Before starting our next topic, we are going to recap our previous lesson, which was about Malik Ghulam Muhammad and Muhammad Ali Bogra, in which we studied about Malik Ghulam Muhammad. He was the third Governor General of Pakistan, who was responsible for the 6-year plan for agriculture, power, industry, and transport. It was important to the economic development of Pakistan. We also studied about the severe problems which hampered development, such as food shortages and drought. Writing followed, and the government found it challenging to overcome these issues, leading to many personal changes. Little constitutional development could take place because of these challenges. Malik Ghulam Muhammad resigned in 1955 due to ill health. Now we are going to start our today's lesson, which is about Iskandar Mirza. Iskandar Mirza, who was also known as the first president of Pakistan and last Governor General of Pakistan. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to discuss the role of Iskandar Mirza and his main contributions. We will examine the achievements of Iskandar Mirza as first president of Pakistan. We will also analyze the political unrest in Pakistan during ministry of Iskandar Mirza. Before starting detail what we will discuss today in this ministry Iskandar Mirza, first we will introduce his reforms. We will start the introduction. We will go through with the one unit policy which was proposed by Muhammad Ali Bogra. We will discuss about social reforms, economical, constitutional reforms. Then we will move on to the political unrest and the continuous changes in the prime ministry during the ministry and presidency of Iskandar Mirza. And then we will also discuss about the martial law, which was first time introduced and imposed in Pakistan during the ministry of Iskandar Mirza, and Ayub Khan was actually becoming the main source for this martial law. Now Iskandar Mirza. He was born in Murshidabad in East Bengal in 1899, who was a great-grandson of Mir Jafar. Yes, Mir Jafar was the same person who was involved in Battle of Plassey in 1757. He started his studies and early education he got from Sandhurst Military Academy. Iskandar Mirza served in the Ministry of Defence of British India. He became the Defence Secretary of Pakistan. He also served his services as the Governor of East Pakistan in 1954. He was also an acting Governor General of Pakistan in 1955. He was the last Governor General and the first President of Pakistan because of the passing of the first Constitution of Pakistan 1956. He died in 1969 in London due to heart attack, and he buried in Tehran, in Iran country. In this image you can see the pictures of different prime ministers who came during the presidency of Iskandar Mirza. The first is 1955 Muhammad Ali Bogra. And about Muhammad Ali Bogra, we have some points in our previous lesson, who proposed one unit scheme. Then after Muhammad Ali Bogra, Chaudhry Muhammad Ali came, and Chaudhry Muhammad Ali served his services as a prime minister between 1955 to 56. After him, the next choice of Iskandar Mirza was Hussain Shahid Sohrawardi, who served his services between 1956 to 57. And so Hussain Shahid Sohrawardi, actually he was from East Pakistan, and Iskandar Mirza wanted to raise his popularity among the East Pakistanis, so that was the reason Hussain Shahid Sohrawardi was the next choice of him. But Hussain Shahid Sohrawardi was not ready to become the puppet in the hand of president. So then he resigned by Iskandar Mirza, and the next choice was I. Chandrigar, who was also known as Ibrahim Ismail Chandrigar, who gave his contribution and services few months, and after his resignation, the next choice was Feroz Khan Noon. Feroz Khan Noon, actually he was not able, and he was not ready to accept one-man rule, and then next choice was Ayub Khan, and Ayub Khan, who was actually becoming the Prime Minister on 24th October 1958, Mr. Iskandar Mirza asked Chief Commander-in-Chief of the Army General Ayub Khan to take charge as Chief Martial Administrator in 1958. Now first we are going to discuss about one unit policy, which was proposed by Muhammad Ali Bogra in 1954. It was implemented by Iskandar Mirza in 1955. Pakistan was divided into eastern and western halves. In western half, if we talk about, then it was Sindh, Punjab, Balochistan and NWFP, and princely states were merged together and made the western wing of Pakistan. And East Pakistan was declared at the eastern wing of Pakistan, and now by introducing this one unit scheme of policy, it was now very easy task for the Prime Minister to draft the first constitution of Pakistan. Because of one unit policy, it brought administrative efficiency, it will create more development program, but it was highly unpopular in East Pakistan. Equal representation was given to both wings in the National Assembly, which was not giving satisfactory results to the East Pakistanis. Why? Because there were 10 million more population they have in East Pakistan than West Pakistan. It also created the major cause for the separation from East wing of Pakistan from West Pakistan in 1971. If we talk about the social reforms of Iskandar Mirza, then Karachi Airport was developed in 1955, postal and communication system, health and education services. He also established many schools and dispensaries. Industries were also established to increase the exports of Pakistan. So a lot of modernization programs and policies introduced by Iskandar Mirza. Economic reforms. Production of major food crops to control the food shortages. Electricity problems in western Pakistan was also actually electricity problem was not nowadays we have a problem, it was actually created, it was the problem of that time as well. He also established ADBP, that was Agriculture Development Bank of Pakistan, and ZTBP, that was the Zarai Taraqi Bank of Pakistan in 1957 to support Pakistan agriculture sector. Loans were given to farmers on easy installments. Constitutional reforms. If we talk about these reforms, so these are the major reforms of Iskandar Mirza. Government of India Act 1935 was followed with few amendments as interim constitution, as a temporary form of constitution. Chaudhry Muhammad Ali was pressed hard to develop the first constitution of Pakistan. Sway opposition from United Front as Bengali demands were not satisfied. Pakistan faced a lot. Religious groups also created hurdle and that blamed Mirza that the new constitution is not sufficiently Islamic, so the first constitution was not possibly or drafted as soon as possible. So when constitution was drafted on 23rd March 1956, so Pakistan was declared as Islamic Republic of Pakistan with both Urdu and Bengali as two official languages. Qadianis were declared non-Muslims. Post of Governor General was replaced with the President. Newly constituted Electoral College unanimously elected Mirza as the first President of Pakistan. Constitution remained in force till 1958 and finally it was abrogated when the first martial law was imposed in Pakistan. Now here we talk about one by one the Prime Minister. The first Prime Minister was Liaquat Ali Khan, second was Khwaja Nazmuddin, third was Muhammad Ali Bogra, so fourth Prime Minister was Chaudhry Muhammad Ali. Internal division in Muslim League led to the formation of a new party which claimed to hold the majority of seats in the National Assembly, but the Muslim League contested this and finally Chaudhry Muhammad Ali resigned from the position of Prime Minister and from the Muslim League. If we talk about the fifth Prime Minister, Hussain Sheikh Sohrawardi, so he was pressured to resign from his position and given vital threats to be removed by the President Iskandar Mirza. Prime Minister Sohrawardi submitted his resignation letter after losing party support from the junior leadership. During presidency of Iskandar Mirza, sixth Prime Minister was Ibrahim Ismail Chandriga. Iskandar Mirza exploited the difference between the parties and thus made Chandriga an easy victim as he remained Prime Minister for only 2 months and therefore could not give any practical shape to his program. Then next choice was Malik Feroz Khan Noon.